Hello everyone, I'm here with a new video today, and this isn't a process video, it's not a flip through, it's something a little different. It's for my October daily, and I didn't think I would do another video about it until I had a flip through, but I've changed my mind because I went on a little day trip with some friends yesterday, and we stopped at 2 scrap stores, and I ended up buying a couple of things that I'm going to put into my stash for this project and to keep for future years if I do it again. So I bought 3 pieces of paper. I bought this lovely plaid here. I love it. Fall Fever. It's from Echo Park. This is the other side. If I didn't use this, I would definitely use this side because I love this shade of kind of mustardy yellow. And the fact that it's got just a little subtle pattern on there is pretty cool. And then I bought this one, Bewitched, also from Echo Park. I actually bought it more for the other side. It's just a spider web pattern, so I'm hoping that in my neighborhood especially I see some spooky designs out front and I can use this for that. But I also have the option to use any of these cards on here, which may or may not happen. I don't know, we'll see. And then I also bought this plaid pattern because I loved this. And the other side has skeletons, which are also cool, but really it's for this. I like this better. And this is from Simple Stories called Spooky Nights. In addition to the stuff I bought, I realized that I had never gone through my Ellie Studio kit from last month and pulled out the things that were more Halloween or fall themed. So I have done that now, also to add to my kit. So I have this little flag here with a pumpkin, just a plain label, but it's orange and white, which is perfect. Hello Autumn. I love this because it's like candy corn, which is kind of fun. And then this little pendant or flag that just has some leaves on it. And this is actually similar to the package of die cuts from last year. The leaf patterns, if they're not the exact same, they're very similar, so it will match with the other stuff that I have from them from last year. And then there were multiple cards also in the last kit that I could use. I have all of these right here. So those are my 3x4s. All of those would be appropriate. And then 4x6s tend to be harder to come by, but there were actually 2 in that kit that I think might work. I love this one that it's got the multicolor thing happening. Now, in order to use this, I would have to have a very small photo, but I could do like a 2x2 maybe. And then with this, I could do a 4x6 photo and just trim it down to cover most of the card if I wanted. And I really like that option, so I am hoping that I'm able to use this. Last but not least, I have 2 sticker sheets here that I also got from Ellie Studio. So these are all the Autumn Hearts and Stars puffy stickers. Certainly the colors would match a lot with what I'm likely to have. And then there are these. Again, it's that candy corn theme, and normally I'm not that into it, but there was something about these that I just thought was so fun. So I bought them, and they really weren't that expensive. So I'm hoping I can use them this year, but if not, I'll hang on to them for years to come. So with that said, I'm going to add all of this stuff to my October daily bin of items. And then I think I will do, maybe I'll do the first page of my October daily. Since this video is pretty short, maybe I'll just do that quick. I didn't think I was going to do a process video, but maybe I will. I also wanted to show quickly, this is what I'm keeping all of my stuff in for October daily. It's just an old one of those Cropper Hopper, I think who makes it. It's a Cropper Hopper container, and I just dropped everything in here that I thought I would use, including the album itself. All right, this is the photo I have selected for day 1. So it's a full 4x6, which means I will have to trim off some of it in order to get it to fit here. Probably it will be this side. Maybe I'll go partly over here so I can keep some of this, but that's what I'm starting with. So I will start pulling out everything and get going. Because there's so much orange in here, I don't want to use an orange background. So I think what I'm going to do is actually go with green and use this one. And that's what's on the other side. Way too busy, but I really like this. There is some green peeking through there in the background that you can see. There's a couple of green gourds and pumpkins there. So I think it'll be fine, but then I do need to cut it down. I've also grabbed out my chipboard here and the puffy stickers that go together. I have my little embellishment things, plus I have my acrylics. So I'll just start creating and see what happens. All right, I have cut the photo down and I went 3.5 by 5, and then I did a very, very thin border, like a 1/16 of an inch basically. And I think I'm going to have it like this so that there's some room over here for me to do my date. I think I'm going to continue what I did last year by either using like a circle embellishment or a tag or something where it overlaps into the page and then I put the number of it on the date. I really like how that looked last year, so I think I'm going to do that again. I've picked these two labels that I want to use. This one I just showed. I think I'm going to do it like that, maybe. And then take the tan one and overlap it a little, like so. And I like that because it brings in these crates, the color of those, plus this is a more neutral, so I have that. And then I can find my numbers to go in there. And then I think here there's just enough room where I can write the name of the garden center. Then I have these to embellish. I have some enamel dots I'll pull out. And so I think this one's going to be pretty simple, but it's fun. So I don't really have green number stickers that are either the right size or the right shade of green. So I decided I'm going to stamp. I'm using this old set from Kelly Perky. There's the one right there. I may also do October or just OCT and then 1, not sure yet. I do have room for it. And then I tested it in 2 different shades of green. I think I'm going to go with the lighter just because this is so dark. And so these were the 2 that I tried. Wild Wasabi and Always Artichoke. And I'm going with the Wild Wasabi. I have done my stamping and then I attached my little flag or pennant here. I left some room here so I can put a staple in there, and I'm just going to cut off what's remaining here because I don't need it. There we go. And then I can put in a staple right here. There we go. Actually, you know what? I've got enough room. I might do 2. Yeah. Okay, so I have that. And then I want to use either some of these or enamel dots, or maybe a combination of both around here just to bring in some more color. I used some of the puffy stickers and I used an enamel dot. So I have these 2 stickers and I went with the brown to bring in those tan tones and the dark green stripe and orange. The enamel dots here are from Echo Park, and I think these were from my fall kit last year, if I remember correctly. So I have those, and of course these from Ellie's Studio. And that's it. My first page is done and it's ready to go on the album. So here's the Start to October Daily. Thanks for watching.